Go ahead, you can start rocking side to side, massaging out that lower back. All right, loosening up the hips. This is the best part of the workout, I think. Usually my back pops on it. And you can even do small circling motions, right? You can go in both directions. You can do whatever feels good to you. And then you can hug your right knee to your chest. Left leg's out straight, and we're gonna go side to side. So as you kick out that leg straight, try to point your toe, squeeze your leg, right? Wake up those hips, your hip flexors. If your back's feeling tight, you could have one foot down, right? It's up to you. There's no wrong way to warm up. Only wrong way to warm up is to not warm up at all, right? But nobody wants to do that, right? We're not 20. I don't think my body would reject me if I didn't warm up. If I try to just go cold turkey workout, I'd probably crumble. So you're gonna go one more to each leg, and then you're gonna have one leg up straight, doesn't matter which side you start on. Grab them behind that hamstring and we'll alternate there, right? So nice and slow. If those hamstrings are really tight, go a little bit slower, hold the stretch a little bit longer, and you wanna try to have those legs as straight as you can, right? And again, if you want one foot down, you get to, right? You get to modify. Because when you modify on my workouts, guess what? It's still hard. Yeah. So just remember that. I won't ever make it easy for you. So we got about 10 more seconds here. Taking your time. Remember, you can go slow. You're warming up after all. So we're going to go one more to each side. And then we're going to relax our legs down. We're going to bend those knees. And you know it, we're going to bridge. So nice big inhale in. Exhale, we're going to press up, squeeze those glutes. Nice, easy inhale coming back. So as you're pressing up, try to really stretch out that back, wake up those hamstrings. You're trying to get your hips up as high as you can and squeeze those glutes, right? So your goal is to have a straight line when you press up from your shoulder to your hips, right? You don't want to have a saggy tush, right? Nobody wants to have a saggy butt. So that's why we're doing bridges. You're welcome. Okay, so really squeezing those glutes. Pressing up and back, right? And you can go slow on these too. You don't have to go fast. So on your next motion, you're going to hold up in that bridge and you're going to go up and down on your tiptoes, right? So when we go on those tiptoes, you want to squeeze those calves, right? You're holding that bridge, and remember, you want to make sure that you're holding that bridge as high as you can, right? So you're trying not to let your butt sag, basically. That's the anatomical terms for it. So now you're going to stay on those tiptoes if you can, and we're going to do a half bridge. So we're not letting our hips come all the way down, right? It's going to be a little bit more challenging on those calves and hamstrings. So if you're cramping up, this is a good time to get it out of the way, right? Because then it won't happen later in the workout. So try to stay tall on those tiptoes, right? You can check out your calves while you do it if you want to. We got about 5 seconds, and then we're going to do a hold. So let's do one more. Press up and hold. Staying tall on those tiptoes, tall on that bridge, right? And we're gonna hang tight here for a second or two. Just a second or two, right? So we got about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna relax those hips and your heels down. So we're gonna do a little bit of core bracing here. So head gets to stay down. You're gonna have your right leg up straight, and you wanna focus on keeping your lower back glued to the mat, right? So tense up those abs. You're gonna exhale, lower your right leg, inhale, pull that leg back up. So this whole time, you should be really focusing on your core. The lower your leg gets, the harder it is to keep that lower back down. But we're gonna be doing some core bracing moves today. So we wanna get everything ready. We gotta get our brain ready to brace, right? Because your brain's gotta help a little bit with this. So we're gonna do about 2 more. And then we're going to do a wide motion. Okay, so we got 1 more here. So you're going to keep your leg up tall. Now you're going to go wide. So exhale wide, inhale back. So remember on this, you do not want your left hip to come up off the floor, and you don't even want your left knee to move. It's all isolated in this right leg, right? So if you're going way, way far, it's going to be hard to stabilize your body, right? So don't feel like you have to go crazy far, okay? We got about 3 more here. Here's 1. Here's 2, here's 3. Okay, so we can bring that leg down. You can relax for just a second. The left leg's coming up. Brace that core, right? So push that back down. Exhale, our leg comes down. Inhale, our leg comes up. So try to have that left leg still be nice and straight. Right? This is how we see if your hamstrings are tight or not. right? And your shoulders are relaxed. It's hard to relax when you're core bracing. I know. Who has relaxed shoulders anyways, you know? I don't. Okay, we got about 3 more, and then we're gonna go wide. So there's 1, here's 2, here's 3. So keeping that core nice and tight, lower back is down, exhale wide, inhale back. So remember, you do not want your right hip coming up off the mat. You don't want your right knee pulling wide or tilting. It's basically like you kind of have a Barbie doll hip here. It's just gonna pop off, you're gonna pop it back on, right? That's basically what it is. Okay, so nice and controlled, right? Pay attention to your core. We're gonna go 3 more here. Here is 1, coming back, here's 2, coming back, here's 3, coming back, relax those legs. And now we're gonna get our arms moving in a bridge. So you're gonna start with your hands by your waist. You're gonna press up into a bridge, your arms are gonna come up straight, your hips come down, your arms come down, right? So we're trying to warm up our shoulders here, but your glutes would feel left out if we didn't do a bridge. That's why we gotta do it. Okay, so it's just kind of a little bit of a multitasking motion, and we're trying to wake up the shoulders and those arms, right? And that's good, you're gonna want that today. So on your next motion, you're gonna stay up nice and tall. You're just gonna alternate those arms, right, going front to back. So they're not gonna ever be in the same spot. You're trying to go nice and controlled, right? You could have your palms facing each other if you wanted to. It's really whatever is more comfortable to you, right? But still pay attention to your butt. Don't let it sag. No sagging today. Okay, so we got 1 more each way. And you're gonna keep your arms in the middle. You're gonna come wide and back. So kind of like when you're doing a chest fly, except you don't have any weights, right? So we're opening up the chest, right? We're squeezing those muscles. We're warming up your shoulders, right? So it's nothing crazy, right? Nothing you haven't done before. Okay, you're doing a great job, right? We're gonna go about 10 more seconds here. So we can do about 3 more, I bet, in 10 seconds. There's 1. Here's 2, here's 3, you're gonna relax down. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and sit on up here. So, you're gonna be on your side. I wasn't sure what I was doing there for a second. Okay, so on this, you can stay up tall on your shoulder if you want to. You don't have to, it's really up to you. But we're gonna start with just our old basic here, right? A little muscle memory. You gotta do those comfort exercises, right? Just like comfort food, there's comfort exercises, and here's one of them. So your body's like, oh yeah, we can do this all day. Because your body's like, ah yeah, I like this one. Yeah, that's what mine does. My body's like, yeah, we could do this one all day long. Right, binge watch a show and do Pilates. And I don't think that'd be very fun. So as you're doing these, since this is something that we've done, you know, thousands of times, try to think about your posture, keeping your shoulders relaxed, right? It doesn't take much for you to think about lifting your leg up and down, okay? So what you're gonna do now, you're gonna bring your leg just a little bit forward, and you're gonna raise and lower there, okay? So it doesn't have to be crazy forward, it's just a little bit, almost like a foot forward, okay? And we're raising and lowering, so try to keep that toe pointed, right? We're still thinking about our posture, we're still keeping everything engaged. And you know what, believe it or not, we don't have too much glute work today. So that's something to think about, right? We don't have many bridges either. What are we gonna do? Oh dear, right? So we're gonna do 2 more here. Okay, now you're gonna bring your leg behind and you're gonna lift there. So when your leg is behind, your body's gonna wanna try to overcompensate and rock you. You've gotta keep your core tight and lift that leg up and down, right? It's okay if your hip turns a little bit, that's okay, right? It's gonna naturally, but you wanna control that motion. So don't let your body be rocking all over. Okay, we got about 5 more. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. Okay, now we gotta switch legs, right? You got 2 legs, no big deal. All right, I got 2 legs too. So once you're set up, go ahead and start kicking that top leg up and down, right? You're pointing that toe, right? And remember, it doesn't take much to think about this. So try to think about other things like your posture, your core, right? Just trying to relax on the move, right? Everything's better if you could just relax, right? Wouldn't that be cool if you could just push a button on your shoulders like relax mode? If only. So we got about 10 seconds, then we're gonna do our front leg lift, right? So do 2 more here. Here's 1, here's 2. Okay, so come about a foot forward, raising and lowering right there, right? So remember, don't bring your leg crazy up high here. We're still warming up. So if you do a crazy range of motion, that's on you. That's not me. Right? So if you do something wild and you're like, why is this so terrible? You can't blame me for that, right? Because here I am telling you, don't do too crazy. Right? I'll be crazy for us in about 5 minutes here, but less than 5 minutes, like a minute. Okay, we got 2 more. Here's 1, here's 2. Bringing that leg behind, and we raise and lower there. Right? So core is tight. We're trying to keep our leg as straight as we can, right? Keep it in a range of motion that feels good to you. Don't feel like you have to put your leg behind your head. I know. I'm not coming close to my leg behind my head. I don't even want to attempt that. I want to be able to move is why, I think. Okay, we have about 10 seconds. Almost there. You're going to go 1 more, and you're going to relax. Okay, we're going to be kneeling here just to get our arms warmed up a little bit. I'm going to scooch back to kneel. I'm just so tall is why. So you can be on both knees if you feel like you need to add extra cushion. That's okay. Apparently, I didn't give myself enough room to kneel today. I don't know. If my head cuts off, that's okay. So you're just going to have your arms out to the side. You're going to do monkey flies, right? You're going thumbs up, nice straight arms, right? So you're just trying to pulse, nice and easy, right? Squeezing those shoulder blades. And then luckily, we're not going to do too many of these, right? I'm not kneeling all the way because I wanted you to be able to see my face, right? So I can smile at you while you work out and give you a thumbs up. So you're almost there. We're going to go just 15 seconds and then we're going to get started, okay? Just enough to wake up the arms, right? So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax those arms down. Okay, so for today's workout, you could probably, if you have 2 sets, you could have a heavier set of dumbbells and a lighter set of dumbbells. If at any point your 2 dumbbells feels like too much, you could use 1, or you can even, if you absolutely have to, go to no dumbbells, okay? So our first one, we're going to be on our knees here, and we're going to do a rowing motion in a plank type position, okay? So you have 2 options of how you can do this, right? So you could be on your knees, right? Press those knees back a little bit and drop your heels, and you're just going to alternate. You'll row, then you're going to tap across with your opposite hand, tap across, right? So you row, row, tap, tap, right? So if that doesn't feel good, you could scoot your knees in, and you can even hold like a square motion here. If you want to advance it, you'll be on your toes, okay? So I'll start modified, and then I'll work into the non-modified. We're going to go 30 seconds like that, so it's going to go really fast, okay? Ready? So make sure those hips are down. If you're holding that plank, you're going to row. You're going to row. You'll tap across, right? So I'll go again on my knees. Oops, I forgot my weight almost. Row, row, tap across, right? So if you're on your toes, if you go a wider stance, it's a little bit easier to balance. And you just want to take your time going through that set, right? So we only have 10 seconds left. So that's enough time. You can go through your set one more time. Okay, so I'm on my row, tap across, and then you're going to relax. Okay, so now you're going to have 1 dumbbell. You're going to keep the left arm has the weight. Your right leg is going to be out straight, and we're going to do a kickback. So you're just kicking back and bending in. Okay, so try to kick your weight past your hip every time. Okay, so you're nice and straight. You're looking straight down. You want your right hand right underneath your right shoulder. Okay, and keep that elbow tucked in tight. You don't want to have a chicken wing. Chicken wings taste good, but they don't look good. Okay, so you got 10 seconds until we switch arms. Okay, so keep on breathing. Nice straight back. It's like you're in a tripod plank here now. So we're going to do 3 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Okay, so now we got to do the other side. Okay, so right arm has the weight. Left leg is back. You've got your elbow tucked in. We're kicking back and bending in. Okay, so nice and straight every time you're kicking back. It doesn't have to be fast. You want to look straight down at your mat, almost at your left hand, right? You don't have to watch me. I'm not doing anything exciting. We have 15 seconds, and then we're going to repeat these 2 moves. Okay, you're doing a great job. Keep on breathing. We got 5 seconds. Let's do 3 more. Here's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we got both dumbbells. We're going to repeat our row, row, tap, tap. Okay? So I'm going to do this one all on my toes. You can go knees, whatever you want. Ready? And go. So you're going to row, row, tap across, row, row, tap across, row, row, tap across, right? Row, row, tap across, one more set, row, row, tap across, you're gonna relax, and we're going right into our tricep, okay? So we'll start with our right arm here again, left leg is back, elbows tucked in tight, working them back and bending in, okay? So we're repeating the tricep, you're keeping your elbow tucked in tight, every time that hand should be kicking past your hip, okay? So inhale, exhale, kick. Inhale, exhale, kick. If you want to make it harder, you could pick your left foot up off the floor. Okay, we got 10 seconds. Keep breathing. You got 3 more. Here's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we got to do our left arm. So left arm has the weight, right leg is back, elbows tucked in, kick them back, and bending. Okay, nice and controlled. Remember, you want that right hand right underneath that right shoulder. You're looking straight down. You want to make it harder, right leg is just up in the air. Okay, so keep on breathing. Keep using that core. You got 10 seconds. Then we're going to go to our next move. Okay, we're going to go 3 more. There's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we're going to have both weights. And we're going to be on our back. So what we're going to do here, this is where we're combining some core bracing with our triceps here, right? More triceps? Heck yeah. Okay, so weights are going to start up. If you can, you're going to have both legs in tabletop. As you come down into your tricep, one leg kicks out, you come back up, your leg comes in, you're going to alternate, okay? If that feels like too much to your back, one foot's down, you're going to focus on one leg at a time, right? And we'll be repeating this, so if one round you do it with right leg up, the next round you'll do left, okay? So both legs are in tabletop if you can, weights come down, one leg kicks out, you'll come back in, and you're going to alternate just like this. So we're only going for 30 seconds. Okay, so nice and controlled, right? Control that weights. This is one, if you wanted one dumbbell, you could still do one dumbbell and it'll still work those triceps wonderfully, okay? Nice and controlled. Pay attention to that back. Okay, we got about 10 seconds. Nice and controlled. Exhale, inhale. Try to find your breathing pattern. You're gonna go 1 more to each leg or 2 more, whatever. And you're gonna relax. And we're gonna come to the seated position, okay? So seated position here, you're gonna be in a V sit, right? And you're gonna have one dumbbell, okay? So dumbbell's gonna start by your chest. Your knees are gonna be bent. You're gonna have heels down, toes up. You're gonna tilt back, press up, come back, sit up. So you wanna focus on where your eyes and the ceiling meet, okay? So you're gonna tilt, press, come back, come up, right? Tilt, press, back, up, right? So if you want to add to this, you're going to kick your legs up into a V when your weight presses up, right? So you'd be here, press and kick, come back, and in, right? Here, press and kick, come back, come in, right? So whatever variation you want to do, that's fine. You don't have to add any legs. You could even, if you wanted to try to experiment, you could do one leg, okay? But it's trying to help you get into that V position, right? Which everyone wants to do, a good V hold. Okay, we got about 10 seconds. I don't think I can count 30 seconds very well right now. Feels a lot longer than 30 seconds. Okay, let's do 2 more. There's 1. Coming back. There's 2. And relax. Okay, so we're going to repeat those. So back to your back. You've got your triceps. If you were modifying, you could do your different leg, right? If you want to make it harder, second time through, both weights come down, both legs kick out. Okay, so you could advance it, You can modify it or do the exact same thing you did before where one leg was. We got 30 seconds. Ready? And go. Right? So here's what we did last time. You just kick out one leg and then the other, right? If you're modifying, just have one foot down. And if you're wanting to advance it, both weights come down, both legs kick out, right? So same thing on this. Don't let those elbows flare wide. You want your elbows to point to the ceiling, right? And control that motion, right? Lots of core work here. Triceps and core are best friends, right? You know, peanut butter and jelly, they got nothing on triceps and core. Okay, we got 10 seconds, nice and controlled. We're gonna go 3 more. Here's 1, coming back, 2, coming back, 3, coming back. You can sit on one up, right? So if you have lighter weights and you want to use 2 dumbbells, of course you can, right? So if you had 2 dumbbells, you would just be here, you tilt, press, come back, come up, right? But mine are kind of heavy, and I don't want you to hear me cry, okay? So weights against our chest. We're tilting, pressing, coming back, coming up, right? If you can add in those legs, go ahead and try to, as long as you can control those legs on the way down and it doesn't hurt your back, okay? So this is the last time we're doing this move. So really try to challenge yourself the second time through, right? First time through is just getting used to the move. Second time through is where you can advance it if you feel like you can, okay? You're doing a great job, right? We're almost there. We're gonna do about 3 more here, right? So here's 1, coming back. Here's 2, coming back. Here's 3, coming back, and you're gonna relax. Okay, so these next moves that we're gonna do, you're gonna be on your knees with it. So if you feel like you need to have extra cushion under your knee, you could roll up your mat, use a pillow, blanket, whatever, you know, something for cushion. You know, a cushion, I don't know. Okay, fine. Let me fix my camera here so my head's not cut off. All right, so you just need 1 dumbbell, and you're gonna have your right knee down, your left leg is gonna be extended out, right? So look how cool I look, right? We're gonna do, I'm a little teapot. Isn't that cool? So right hand has the weight, left arm is out. You're just working on tilting down and pulling back up, right? So we're working our obliques here, right? The weight kind of helps you tilt down, don't feel like you have to touch the floor, right? I have long arms, so if you think I'm going down really far, I'm not. I just have crazy long arms, okay? You're doing a great job, nice and controlled, okay? So this is also gonna be testing your balance, right? So if you feel unstable on one side, that's okay. That means you're normal, usually. Okay, we got 2 more. And if your quad bends, that's a bonus. Okay, so now you're gonna hold up tall here. You're just gonna curl, press, come back and down. Okay, so we're curling and pressing. You're trying to stay nice and tall. So you want your right hip to be staying right above your right knee here. Okay, so make sure you're not slouching, you're staying up tall, tall, tall. Right, and we're gonna get ready to do a combo move here in just a second. Yes, combos. I love a good combo, especially if they come with fries. Ha. Woo, I got the jokes today. Some mornings you wake up and you just got them, you know. So we got about 2 more here, and then we're gonna combo. Here's 1, right, coming back. Here's 2, coming back. Okay, so now what you're gonna do, you're gonna tilt, curl to press. Coming back, tilt, curl to press, right? Coming back, tilt, curl to press, right? So go at a pace that feels good to you, right? If it hurts your back to tilt, don't tilt. Just do the bicep curl, right? Okay, we got about 15 seconds. Then we're gonna switch sides. Already, isn't that wild? I know. Okay, let's do 2 more here. Here's 1. Right, coming back. Last 1. Tilt, curl, press, back. Okay, so left arm has the weight. Left knee's down. Right leg's out straight. Right. So remember, left knee and hip start above each other. We're going to tilt down and back. Right. So right arm can be out straight. Right. Nice and controlled. Ooh, I'm a little wobblier on this side. Okay, so the weight kind of helps you tip. Right arm a little teeny pop. See, look at that. Who knew kids' songs were exercises? We should have had that playing while we did this move. Okay, we got 3 more, then we're gonna do just our curl and press. There's 2, 1 more. There's 3. Okay, staying up nice and tall. Remember, you want your left hip above your left knee. You're curling and pressing. Okay, nice and controlled, right? One arm might feel a little bit weaker than the other, right? I'm right-handed, so my left arm does not feel as strong. That's okay. That's why we're working it by itself, right? Everyone has a stronger side. That's just how we're built. Okay, we got 15 seconds until we combo. Combos. Right, you're almost there. Let's do 3 more. Here's 1. Coming back. Here's 2. Coming back. Here's 3. Coming back. Okay, so now you're going to tilt, curl, press, back, down. Tilt, curl, press, back, down. Tilt, curl, press, back, down. Right, you're thinking like, dang, my arms are going to look good later. Right, you're going to be studying your arms the rest of the day. You're going to be like, right, that was a good whistle. Okay, we got 10 seconds, so that's enough time to do 3 more. There's 1 of the 3. Tilt, up and curl. Right, there's 2. Tilt, up, curl, back, down. Okay, so we got 1 more set left of our day today. So on this, you might want lighter dumbbells if you don't have them already, right? I was using 10, so I'm going to 5, right? So anything less than 5 would do the trick on this, okay? If you only have 1 dumbbell, or if you had 8s or 10s, you could just use 1 dumbbell, it's up to you. So we're gonna have our right leg back. Our left leg is gonna be forward, okay? So you're up nice and tall. You're gonna bring your right arm to the side, left arm to the side, both. Okay, so we're just gonna alternate it, right? So you're gonna go right, left, both, right? So anytime you're doing kneeling exercises, this is gonna work your balance, right? If you don't feel wobbly when that arm comes wide, you must just be a machine, right? So when your right arm goes wide, you probably feel a little more wobbly, and that's okay, right? So nice and controlled. Try to hold that posture, find a focal point, stick to it, keep the core tight, okay? You're doing a great job. Yeah, and you're having fun too. Of course you are. I know you are, I can tell. You guys are probably giggling. I have you muted, but I can tell when people are giggling. Okay, we got 2 more sets. Here's 1. Here's 1. Here's 1. All right, last set of each. 1. Whoo-wee. 1. 1. Okay, so we're still going to be on our right knee. Now you're going to do a wood chopping motion, right? So I'm going to go a little bit heavier on this. You're going to start down by your right leg. You're going to extend up, chop down. Extend up, chop down, right? Extend up, chop down. So the weight comes down to your right hip and back, right? So we're getting a nice torso twist, right? Your core is staying tight. And again, these don't have to be done quickly, right? So nice and controlled. We're gonna go 5 more. Here's 1, right? 2, 3, I think we got 2 more. I don't know, 4, and 5. Okay, so relax that weight down. We're gonna finally switch our legs. So left knee is down, right leg is out. So now you got your lighter dumbbells again. Okay, you wanna make sure that front leg, you've got your knee right over your ankle, right? You're up nice and tall. You're gonna go forward, forward, and then both forward. Okay, so kind of like before, but now we're just going forward raise. So don't go past your shoulder, just go to your shoulder and back. Make sure you control those weights on the way down. Don't just let gravity, let those legs swing, or legs, arms. I know body parts, I promise. Okay, so you've got to control those arms on the downward motion, okay? Keep your core tight, nice and controlled, right? Stay up tall, make sure you're breathing. Of course you're breathing. Breathe. Okay, control, control, control here, right? These ones feel a lot better than the lateral raise. Right? Can you imagine? Okay, nice and controlled. We got 3 more sets. That one doesn't count as one. Okay, so we're up, then here comes both. There's 1 set. We got 2 more. Up, both, and 1 last set. Up, and both. Okay, set those weights down, or you can keep that weight. I'm going to my heavier one, and we're doing that chop. So starting by our left hip, you're going to come up and across, and back down. Up and across, and back. Up and across, and back. Okay, nice and controlled. Right, keep that core tight. Try not to let your body move too much. Right, or at least your hips. Okay, you're doing a great job. We've got 5 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. 2 more. 4. 1 more. 5. Go ahead and relax and set that weight down. Right, so we got one little surprise. We're going to do a little tricep burnout because it's Tricep Tuesday. So you're going to have both dumbbells. You're going to be on your back. Okay, so hips aren't even going to be in the air, right? You're going to start. You're going to have your right arm up straight on this. If you want to hold your right tricep with your left hand, it kind of makes it a little bit nicer. You're going to bend down and extend. Okay, so nice and controlled. Right, we're just extending and back. Okay, so make sure you're bracing your core, but we're not adding anything to this because we really want those triceps to work. Okay, so nice and controlled. Remember, you can hold with your left arm, then you can even feel your triceps work. Okay, we're gonna go 5 more. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. Okay, so now we got left arm has it, right arm can hold that tricep. You're gonna bend down and extend. Bend down, extend. Okay, nice and controlled. Right, your arm's there to support you. It kind of just helps you not let your elbow wing out. Right, it's kind of a little bit of like moral support for your arm. Doesn't really add much, but it makes your arm feel better. Right, so nice and controlled. Right, holding on to that movement. We got 5 more. There's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Okay, now I got both dumbbells. Oh boy, I wonder what we're gonna do. Yeah, so you're gonna have your weights together, right? You're gonna bend down to your forehead and extend up. Don't touch your forehead, right? But you're bending down and extending, okay? Nice and controlled. Try to keep those weights together, right? It's gonna burn today, but you already knew that. Okay, we got about 5 more, and then we're gonna do some pulsing. There's 1, here's 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you're going to come down as close to your forehead as you can. You're going to do a small half motion. So up half, half, half. If you need to drop to 1 dumbbell, you can. Half, 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 right? You got half, 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 icky, icky, half, half. And now you're going to come as close to your forehead. You're going to hold for a 10 count. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Ugh. Relax. Oh my. Tricep finishers. Whose idea was that? Some crazy person.